After several consultations with critical stakeholders across the country and members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), the 42-year-old business tycoon Stanley Osifo, who is one of the presidential aspirants under the People's Democratic Party (PDP), has decided to notify his supporters and members of People's Democratic Party that he would not step down from participating in the forthcoming primary election in Rivers State.
There are insinuations that are being sponsored by people in the party or are being sent by people to come to the party to spy or do one thing or the other. I've told those that gave me that information that this is not correct. And I want the world to know, I want Nigerians to know that the information about being sponsored is not true, is not correct, is baseless, it is unfounded. Whoever is propagating such falsehood doesn't have anything to back it up. And I also want to believe that my party, which is the greatest party in Nigeria and the biggest in Africa, have the capacity to truly look into issues and also be able to fathom if whatever election people are putting forth is true or not. Apart from that, I was also told to withdraw from the presidential race of our party because I'm aspiring under our party for presidency, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I was advised at the screening that I should withdraw. I've been told by several people to withdraw because the party zoned the presidency to the north. But then I recall also that in our constitution we have zoning. And also in all past elections we have always zoned the party's presidential position to a particular region of the country. If we could recall, in 2003 it was zoned, but we discovered that other people from parts that it was not zoned to came and purchased from. 2007 is another year that similar thing happened. Then also in 2011 we had the same thing. So in 2015 it was also the same thing. Then 2019 is coming, and then I, Osifo Stanley, from Lagos State, contested from Lagos State of Edo origin, decided that I want to contest. It's not just a decision I took maybe from when I woke up from the bed or I just sat down one day and said I want to contest. No, it's a decision that I took over time. It's something that I've thought about, it's something that I've reasoned about, it's something that disturbs me. The way Nigeria is today is not the way I knew it when I was growing up. Even the past 3 years, I will tell you that the way it is right now is not the way it used to be. So a lot of things have happened that make me to decide that if people that have been there cannot really do it, then there is need for us to have a new crop of people to come on board and see how they can salvage Nigeria and address issues that Nigerians face. That is the passion that I have, and that's the driving force that made me, as a young person, I'm a businessman. I know what it takes for you to take out some amount of money from whatever you do or from your income to purchase a phone just because you have the passion and you have something to offer. And after all this done, what you hear from different people is all manner of what I would call insinuations. Insinuations that are aimed at blackmailing. Insinuations and comments that are made are making you lose focus, to make you look like you don't know what you are doing. And I would say it's perplexing, but in all of it, it gives me strength to say I want to move on. I'm not weak, I'm not downcasted, I'm not in any way looking backwards, I'm looking forward. Like I mentioned, I purchased that phone because I want to aspire and I want to go for primaries. Every of my colleagues, like His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, the most distinguished Senator Saraki, you have His Excellency, the Governor of Sokoto State, Tambuwal, you have also His Excellency Konkonso, you have everyone. We have all met at one point or the other, and in our meeting I never knew that all these things were going to come out like this. But the truth is that I am resolute to move on in the party. I was never sent by anybody to the party to do anything negative. I have never been a negative person in my life. I have worked hard all my life. I'm industrious. Right from my childhood I've been working. Right from my childhood I've been training myself. Right from my childhood I've been looking at prospects that can make things better in my life and the environment around me. And that's what I continue to do. I'm not a weakling. I'm not someone that says I want to do something and I will not do it. I don't look at anything, focus on it and lose focus. No matter how I am distracted or how I'm meant to lose focus, I do my best to ensure that I am focused in what I want to do. For Nigeria, I am focused. For the things I want to do in Nigeria, I am focused. I am qualified to be president of this country. I'm a young person, I represent the youth. Like my Didi mentioned, there is a bill that has been passed in Nigeria, not too young to run bill, and it pegged the age for presidency at 35. So if you are 35 and above, it means that you are qualified to run for presidency. There are other criteria still that you must meet. All these I have met. But the truth is that information I gathered was that my issue was pre-planned. It was not something that just came up suddenly. And the reason why it's like that, I wouldn't know. So I'm beckoning on my party, the People's Democratic Party, the leadership, from the chairman, Honorable Uche Secondus.
A press release from Stanley Osifo Media Office cleared the air on him having been sponsored by someone.
That they should see me the way I am. I have no negative agenda. So if probably you suspect that somebody is up to something, you can probably do some form of investigation. Ask questions. Try to find out about him. Where is he from? Who is he? And call the person somehow. Ask the person questions too. And let the person tell you and give answers to the questions you may raise. But if that is not done and something happens behind you and you get to know about it lately, especially a few days before convention, it's very, very not okay. So I'm dealing with my party, like I have written an appeal to them. I'm a loyal member of the party. I've mentioned this rally that I will support whoever emerges as flag bearer of our party. I still stand on that. As a young person, I've done my best to bring in people into our party, even from other parties. I've contributed to the party in the little or the major way I have done, and I will not relent in supporting the party. I will continue to support PDP. It's my party. It's a party I cherish. It's a party I love. It's a party that I want to be at the top. And I believe strongly that with the way we are going, putting more effort into all the things that we have done, definitely 2019, PDP is going to clinch the presidency of Nigeria. And so once again, I'm calling on all party leaders, all party executives, all organs of our party, including members, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, that Osifo Stanley does not mean anything negative. It doesn't mean ill to the party. Osifo Stanley means well for the party. I think PDP is one of the biggest parties that have a youth vying for the position of president in Nigeria. Apart from other big parties, I don't think there's any other person that have a youth vying for position. It is a plus for PDP. It is an added advantage for PDP. At the general elections, the youth will look at our party. They want to look at the structure and look at the pattern of distribution in terms of age and everything. And I tell us today that my being in the party and also my being in the race will definitely lure a lot of young people to our party and also get votes for our party. So we should not play with this advantage that we have. We should not joke with it. We may see it that maybe people are saying things about Osifo Stanley and they want to let the baby with the bathwater out. It's not true. Osifo Stanley means well for PDP. Osifo Stanley is sincere with PDP. Osifo Stanley have the heart to do whatever PDP desire to make victory sure for us. I want to reiterate again, Osifo Stanley does not mean evil for PDP. So for all those that have been saying things about Osifo Stanley, today I'm addressing this press conference to clear that doubt. And also for the forthcoming convention, by the special grace of God, I will be attending the convention as aspirant of our party, and I will be voted for by the special grace of God, and I will also be voting by the special grace of God. And I believe that this convention of our party is going to be the best ever that we have ever organized. And I see the world giving us thumbs up and giving us good marks and good grades. Thank you, and God bless you.
Director General of Stanley Osifo's campaign organization, spoke about the rebirth of PDP, thereby giving reference to the Not Too Young to Run bill. He also acknowledged the presidential candidate, Stanley Osifo.
We believe in Nigeria, and we know it is the time for the youth to take what belongs to them. We have allowed those older than us to rule us. We know our aged ones are to guide us. We know they have done their best in seeing that Nigeria becomes a better place. We believe that if we were given a chance, a fair play, to test our popularity through our principal, Stanley Osifo, we believe that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian citizen, will have something good to tell. Look at the world today. We have young men taking over the leadership of the country. Nigeria must also join the line. Nigeria must also join the train. We must not be denied our right, our civic right to participate in the coming convention of the People's Democratic Party that is taking place on the 6th and 7th of this very month in Port Harcourt, there in Rivers State. So I hereby plead, and I'm also imploring the youth of Nigeria to rise to this. I am employing the South, who their son has just shown interest to lead Nigeria, to also rise to this. I am also calling on the Southeast, the Southwest, where he has lived his life, where he has trained, he has contributed, he has participated, and he has done a lot, even to see that Nigeria becomes good in his own capacity. Here we are relying on God, and we are relying on People's Democratic Party to do the right thing. That come Saturday, Stanley Osifo should be given the chance, should be given the opportunity to test his popularity. Whoever takes over the leadership or wins the primary, Stanley Osifo will support. Stanley Osifo will increase, will add his value to the victory. And at the end of the day, PDP will take over Nigeria. Today, I announce to you, and I bring him up to now speak to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so that you will know the man called Stanley Osifo. He's here today. He's bold enough. He has the knowledge. He has the understanding. He knows where the shoe pins us. And that is why he decided to take the mantle, to come out, to contest among the hierarchies, among the big shots in People's Democratic Party, in the light of Atiku, Kwakwanso, Dankwabo, and the rest of them, including Saraki. We hereby announce to you that the youth must be given the opportunity to test their popularity. And the man we have brought forward is one person and no other person, Chief Stanley Osifo. Thank you very much.
By the special grace of God, being a member of the People's Democratic Party and also being a presidential aspirant of the party, I've made my intentions known to the party. I was requested to withdraw, but I've written letters to the party intimating the party that I'm not withdrawing from the presidential primary, and also I'm not stepping down for any candidates. Even those that try to come close in terms of talking about stepping down, I have not given my affirmation to anybody. So by the special grace of God, as a loyal member of our party, I'll be at the convention of my party as an aspirant, and I believe that my party will see reason to treat all aspirants fairly and equally. The fair play of the party is there. It is what we are going to see the party demonstrate. Because the party have always mentioned, our party have always mentioned that there will be fair play for every aspirant. There will be fair in everything. So, by the special grace of God, I know my party will keep to that promise. There are so many things that we want to do. First and foremost, the youth of today, the elderly and the children are complaining. It is not news anymore that Nigeria is being ranked as one of the poorest nations of the world. And if you tell it to someone that is living outside the shore of this nation, knowing the amount of resources that we are endowed with, knowing the amount of labor force that we have, knowing the enormous advantage we have, they find it difficult to believe that assertion, but it's the truth. So what we are bringing on board is to create a difference. Because right from independence till now, or lately, we have had a leader that is not really interested in the people. Although they will say they are making efforts, but the efforts is not yielding any output. If you say you are making effort and nobody is seeing the result of your effort, so I wonder the kind of effort that you are making. So when I come on board with my team, definitely Nigeria will see a difference.
Thanks for watching Next viewers. Don't forget to drop a comment below and subscribe to our subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hello guys, subscribe Osmek TV. Subscribe now. Hit that button and subscribe.
Hit the button. Alright, so you can follow us on our online TV station. It's www.osmektv.com. www.osmektv.com. For more inquiries, you can check us out at Osmek Studios. Osmek Studios. See you next time. Bye.